Say this for laughs because it's kind of an exciting thing. It's something that we all keyed into and really liked the idea of, and that's this softer, asymmetrical form.
Yep. And what I like about that shape also, it adapts to unusual shaped rooms.
It's real life. It works in small spaces, pull the furniture in a little bit closer.
Yeah. And I'm thinking as I look at the shape that it kind of wants to be delicate, and the base, the design of the base is really going to be critical. Those joints are...
They aren't easy.
No, they're really a challenge, absolutely.
But they're easy to do on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, I spent my summers with my grandparents. They had a little hobby business, so I spent the summers in the workshop with my grandfather, cutting out mostly little geese and small moose and things like that that my grandma painted, and then we would go to little craft shows and sell them. I've come, I think, a long way from moose and geese. We start with this sort of ideation process. Inspiration comes from everywhere. So we'll do 40 sketches of pieces that we think could be appropriate. And we'll meet with John and weed them down, modify, improve, we'll talk about them, and we just sort of pick the winners and put the rest aside. Hey, John.
Hey, morning, Michael. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
You know, you're a little apprehensive because you hope that he loves what you're bringing, so sort of no here?
That would be my reaction.
Okay.
I'm looking at these that feel really
Yeah,
good.
okay, so these two.
Where are you leaning?
I was leaning toward this one for some reason. And I wondered what you thought in terms of, I guess I need some guidance.
Well, I mean, they're both beautiful. I think the simplicity of this one, a little straighter, is going to enhance the shape and the form. As you know, it's all going to be in the details and how these joints come together. There especially. Beautiful.
Okay, so we'll give this one a shot.
It's always interesting to me when a piece of furniture or a building is attributed to a single person. Because I think if you went back today and asked Charles and Ray Ames about their chair, they would say it was their inspiration, and they were obviously very involved. But it took a large team of people to really come up with the final product and make it what it is.
So it went great. And as we talked about it, we thought that Newport could be a great fit with this.
I think it would be a great fit, especially with their capabilities.
Gene, do you see any issue with capacity for them to do a table since we've done chairs with them up to this point?
They're planning for growth, and I think we're on the same wavelength about kind of how much is possible. I do think it's quite amazing what they've done. These guys used to just make parts for people. Now they're making the finished product.
They have been able to stay afloat after 40 years in the business and seeing so much production leave the country.
Well, they've really had to innovate to do that.
The part that people see of Room and Board is really half the business. The other half is the small American family businesses that care deeply about what they do, that we collaborate with over many, many years.
I came here in 1966 with 4 employees. Right now we are 57. And this is my last dream of seeing the continuation of this company.
My individual purpose as a human is the people, not the factory.
I wasn't sure what to do here. It wasn't really clear from the drawing, so I just went with a lap joint for now. So I think that'll be strong enough.
Yeah, I do. And then once we put the prototype through, and like me, they're going to come back with some notes.
Yeah, it's a good starting.
And changes, so it's a good starting point.
Yeah, exactly.
Camille, dining table just showed up. Well, let's go take a peek.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
It should be. It's been a long time coming, huh?
So So what's off?
Sometimes the translation from paper to real can be a little tough. It's funny, the table for being supposedly going for asymmetrical turned out oddly symmetrical.
Yeah. What do you think, Nancy?
Well, I think the base is a little bit kind of chunky. Maybe chunky monkey is what I would use to describe it.
That's actually perfect.
Technical term.
Yeah.
No, I think some simple refinements, Nance, like to your point, just easing up some of the squareness of that base, the edginess.
Yep.
And if we make this a radius and this is an intersection of essentially two circles, that's a tricky joint. So we'll have to work with them on that.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be up for it. They're up for everything. Hello, Dave.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, it's Michael and Jean.
That's looking pretty good. I think we're onto something here. We're going to go through a few modifications, however.
One is going to be the base. We want to change the edges on that from being more of a squared off edge with a slight round over to full bull nose.
What that's going to do is create a little bit of a tricky joint for you where those two intersect to create that cross in the base.
Okay.
And I think we want to create a little bit of energy by moving that intersection off to one side. If we can make it work, that's going to be probably the prettiest element of the table. In addition to that, we need to not only increase the top size, but also get more of an asymmetrical shape to this piece.
Here's a sample of the joint.
Oh, it's perfect, you guys.
Look at the detail.
Yeah, it's outstanding. We knew you could do it all the time. This is really a wonderful change too, softening up this edge. Kind of gets me thinking about the top.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, the only
it can't
flat
be that
edge.
easy.
Yeah.
So can we take a look at that top
Sure.
flat edge?
Yeah, you got it. Something like that.
It feels done.
Larry recognized that in order for us to survive, we did have to bring the technical advancement into the company. But I also realized that we also needed the old as well. The human touch, the craftsmanship. You have to have both.
Here it is.
Oh, I can't believe it's the same table, Michael.
Wow. Fantastic.
That's quite a transformation.
It is. I love it.
Nice.
I love the top shape.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
We may need a glass top for that.
Yeah.
I love that we have exclusive product. In the beginning, when you're trying to figure out what to do with it, different personalities that you can give the furniture depending on what you pair it with, things almost seem limitless.
Our business plan and design plan and philosophy are really one.
Nice.
And it's really about having faith in people and unleashing their talents by giving them freedom.
Our design process starts in a myriad of ways. One of my favorites is knowing that John is on a long flight coming home from vacation. Usually a couple days goes by after he's back in the office, then I get a drawing on my desk.
My personal aesthetic comes from the belief that furniture is really the background for life. And our belief has been that if we build furniture that's really long-lasting, classic designs, people would keep it, and it would change and grow with their lives.